Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and I'm coming to you tonight with another Garage Gun Talk video. And tonight I want to talk about ammo and cases. There's not much really going on during the weekend when it comes to gun politics and news, but I wanted to ask you guys a question because I got a really interesting box of ammunition and I wanted to see if anybody could really tell me more about it. I like to think that I know a lot about firearms, but I will admit there's a few things in the gun world that I don't know as much about. One is optics. I am learning. The other one is ammunition. Now, I know the basics, and I like to think I know a lot, but I fully admit that in those areas of the gun world, I might not know as much as other people. And so I got this really interesting box of ammunition, and I'm not really sure exactly what it is and what makes it special and why it's in the box it is and why the color is what it is. Because my dad is in town for Thanksgiving. Well, my mom and dad. They came to town. They're going to hang out with me for a week. And my dad brought some guns and some ammunition. We're going to go to the range. And the story I got on this box of ammunition is where he lives. One of his next door neighbors is a police officer. And I guess when they go and do their training sessions, they're given so many boxes of ammunition. And if you don't use all the ammunition in the course of fire, I guess you could just take it home. And I guess he's kind of amassed a pretty good collection, knows my dad has a 9mm handgun, and said, hey, I got some ammo, and just occasionally gives my dad a box or two so he can go and shoot in practice. And this is one of the boxes he got, and I'm not really sure exactly what it is supposed to be. So let me show you what the box is. It is Winchester 9mm Luger 115 grain full metal jacket. It's in a purple box, and it says, for training use only. Now, it's not like this is some type of dummy round, or it's some type of under pressure round, or some type of round that's supposed to go into some training firearm. This is ammunition that is 115 grain. It doesn't have any specs on it, so I don't know if it's powered to a lesser degree than standard 9mm, but I guess if it's for training use, it should cycle in most semi-automatic handguns. And also, let me show you the color of this. I have never seen ammunition like this before. Now, let me get it out of the box here. So when I open this thing up, and hopefully this will come across on the camera, I think you can see it there. That is purple. Yeah, so let me get one of these out. Looks like a standard 9mm. The casing is purple. It's a full metal jacket. It is flat-nosed, 115 grain. So if anybody is an ammunition expert, again, there it is. This ammo looks really, really cool. I have a collection of kind of, rare ammo, and I don't know if I should actually keep this box because I have never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it for sale, but maybe I'm wrong. But is this rare? Is this different? What exactly is this, and how does it differ from standard ammunition? Maybe the idea that it's a flat-nosed bullet is what makes it for training. Maybe that's better. It's like a, what's it called? Like a wad cutter, I guess, but I don't know. Can somebody tell me, and why is it such a big deal that they have to put it into a purple box and make the casings purple? Something about this is special. So hopefully somebody that knows a lot about ammunition, or maybe somebody that's a law enforcement officer that watches this channel, can tell me something about this. Is this special? Is it rare? I'm assuming it's not. But what exactly is this, and should I only use it in certain firearms or in certain applications? So any information would really help me. This is one of my areas in the gun world, as I said, that I might not know as much about. And this is definitely an oddity that has come through the Texas Gun Vault. I have no idea exactly what this is. So the other thing I want to talk about is the case. Now, I know that in some of my past videos, I've talked about getting this foam for this Mark 12 inspired build that I have. No, it's not a Mark 12 clone, not even close to it. The concept is what I was interested in. And after building my Mark 12 Mod 1 and Mod 0 and having the nice case, I was like, you know, I need to do that same thing with this particular rifle. And so I have this kind of Plano case, which says all-weather tactical. And I talked about how I found a company called the Foam Factory online and bought a big sheet of the foam. In fact, let me go over here and get it, and I'll show you again. If you didn't see the other videos, it's a big sheet of this stuff. It was 2 inches thick, right here, and it's that stuff where you can kind of peel it off. So like each one of these is made up of a bunch of squares. Maybe you can see it there. They're all 1/2 inch, and so you can kind of tailor it to your case. And of course, the more you tear out of this, kind of the weaker it gets. And I wanted to show you what I did because I'm actually pretty happy with the way this turned out. And I kind of wanted to share it with you guys. Now, I really would have liked to have something that could have been made, you know, with like that thicker foam, and you use the, what's it called, the hot knife, or the, anyway, a knife that could cut it really, really well. And because I couldn't do that when it came to the other foam, the full foam. Now, I will say one of my subscribers, and I need to reply to him on email, his name is Alan. I believe he's local to this area. He said he had made a guitar case into a rifle case, and he cut the foam, and it looks great. He sent me some pictures, and I got to reply to that email because I don't know how he made the foam look that well. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but I couldn't do that, and I tried a number of different things. But I want to show you how this turned out and get your opinion. Now, this is one of those things where maybe I'm opening myself up for some mean comments, but that's okay because I want to get your honest opinions, because there's some things about this that I really like, and some things I'm like, man, I wish it could be a little bit better. But let me actually adjust the camera here, and I'll show you what I did and try to explain it. So let me get it out of the little holder here, and I'm going to turn this around now, and here we go. Okay, so here's the case, and let me back up here. So I kind of put it in the same configuration as the Mark 12 cases. So I got the lower receiver up here. I got a 2-point sling. This is a Magpul one. I got the upper receiver, as you can see. Now I did make a separate spot for the optic and the silencer. We got the bipod, magazine, and this right here is going to be for a QD vertical foregrip that I have on order. Now, when I had this foam and I cut out these little sections, it went all the way through, and underneath this foam is a whole nother kind of eggshell, or what do you call this? Not eggshell. It's like a egg container style foam. And I didn't like the way it looked because you could see all of that under there, and it was very, very deep. So all the, the silencer and the optic would fit in that case really too deep. So what I did is I took some of this extra foam that I had when I was taking all this stuff out, and instead of having it this way, I laid it this way, and I had it too thick. So like 2 levels thick, and then I put it kind of vertically underneath there, and that's how I was able to add a little bit of padding. I also put some foam adhesive underneath this to adhere it to the eggshell foam underneath. So when I was putting this stuff in and trying to take it out, sometimes the foam would pop out, but now it doesn't. And on the sides of the case, I have some 3M, I don't know if I can show it to you here because it's all adhesed, 3M double-sided like foam tape. I know. So this is really in here good. I can get the whole thing out if I really, really wanted to, but I'm happy with how it turned out. The foam might be a little bit on the soft side, and you can see how those squares work, but they're actually pretty durable. They're kind of hard to peel apart, but I'm pretty happy with the lines of it. And let me see here. I'll take out one of these, or I'll take out these magazines. You can see underneath how that kind of turned out. And I kind of had to space it out. That might not be as attractive, but it works. I think the one in the bipod turned out well. So there you go. You can see that. That all worked well. And so, I don't know. What do you guys think? You think that is a good little setup there? I think I'm pretty happy with it. One of the downsides to me as a collector and a builder is that I'm kind of OCD. I like everything to be perfect, and I know I'm not going to get it perfect. I just don't have that ability to cut foam and make it look like that professionally done stuff. But this is about as good as I was able to get. So what do you guys think about this setup? I'm just waiting on that QD vertical foregrip to go right there. But I love the rifle. And let me close this case up and you can see what it looks like here on the top. So it has a latch on the side, 3 on top. It's pretty light, and it does have the weather seal on it. So it does have the rubber in here. So I think it's a pretty good case. So be honest with me. What do you think? You can tell me the truth. I'm a big boy, and I can handle it. All right, so let me reverse that back. And let me now put this camera back in the little holder I have. There we go. Okay, so hopefully the phone won't drop. But anyway, you guys can tell me, what do you guys honestly think? What's your honest opinion? Do you like this setup? Is it, cheap looking? Does it look good? I kind of want to know. Remember, you don't have to stroke my ego on this one because I don't know if this is going to be the final iteration of this. If this works, I have another rifle and one more case that's in flat dark earth that I may put my home defense rifle in and do a similar setup. But I'm curious what you all have to say. So let me know in the comment section. Don't call me a name and be mean, but you can be honest, and I would appreciate your honesty. And then once again, if anybody is out there and can tell me about this ammunition, please do. I'm really curious what this is and what makes it so different than standard 115 grain. It's made by Winchester, so I'm assuming it has to be good. But why the for training use only? It kind of makes it feel like, oh, this isn't going to be something powerful or not suitable to use, in any other circumstances. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure a 115 grain projectile traveling out of a 9mm handgun is going to hurt you, right? So, I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that. So why is it for training use only? I need to know. So anyway, hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. And I got the next week off, so I'll be working on some videos and things, spend time with some family. And I hope you guys are gearing up for a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving week. So I look forward to the awesome discussion we're going to have in the comments. And if you made it to the end of this video, I always like to ask you guys to post something in the comments to let me know. Because this says Winchester on the box, say Winchester. And then I'll know you saw it to the end. All right, so have a wonderful evening. And I guess I'll catch you in the next one. So as always, thanks for watching.